Welcome to another edition of Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization.
On this episode, Tina takes center stage as she showcases several projects at two different properties that range from the reimagining of a home office to the repurposing of a laundry room, to two guest bathrooms, bedrooms, and yes, one of our favorite projects, a Murphy bed.
It's Tina's time to shine on Operation Reorganization.
My name is Jenny Katz. I own Katz Insurance Agency. I have been in this area my entire life. I was born in Norfolk, so I've always lived here. I love this area. Even if I ever won the lottery, I'd come back here because I do love it. It is home and we have everything. We have the mountains, the ocean. It's a great place to live. I bought this house in 1972. I had a young baby then, who's now 45 years old. So I've been in this house a long time. It was a one-story, 820-foot house. It now is 2,200 square feet. I put a second story on and bumped out a new kitchen 20 years ago. So I called Closet Factory and asked them for some help to redesign my laundry room, which was in horrendous condition. So that's how I met Tina.
Yes. Hi, I'm Tina Ormsby. I have been with Closet Factory for 3 years. I'm a designer. And when I came over to meet Jenny and Bob for the very first time, they gave me a very big challenge. So the laundry room, which is traditionally a washer dryer little space, we build above the washer dryer. This is a nice room. It's not only a laundry room, but it's a utility room. She utilized it for storage for pantry, storage for containers, storage for all different items. However, it was open and she had some open duct work. We were trying to utilize the space to the best of its ability, and I think we accomplished that by doing some extra drawings and just going deeper with the cabinets, putting doors on there. Now Jenny's happy to leave the whole space open and doesn't even close the door to it anymore. So it was a very fun project. And working with Jenny and Bob, there was quite a few months. We had quite a few things going on in between there. And she was just excited to get her dining room back after all the fulfillment because we had everything in the dining room. So it was very fun working with you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Really, yes, I appreciate it, yes.
Thank you. So the room we worked on was a very small space. It was a washer and dryer in there and a huge 75-gallon hot water heater. Because we had a jacuzzi, we needed an oversized hot water heater. So we decided to get rid of the hot water heater because now you can get the gas hot water heaters and put them outside and they're very small. So we did that first, which opened up more area in the laundry room. We always called it the laundry room, but it was a pantry as well. We had shelves in there on one end and across the other end, and the shelves housed everything from A to Z, from candles to staples to canned goods, and everything went on those shelves. It was not a nice looking room. I didn't like it when the door was open because it just looked terrible. You could see everything in there exposed on the shelves, and that silver looking Chase heating and air conditioning stuff that was a nightmare. That was the only room that was never finished when the house was redone. We put a second story on this house, and that room was never finished. It just remained a very rough laundry room. Tina, of course, was great. She was great. It was a real challenge to do this room. It had never been finished. It had exposed ductwork all around the ceiling. It had exposed piping on the wall. It was a nightmare for Tina. And she came back many times with different drawings and designs, and I thought, we are never going to get this room done. And in the end, we decided we had to close off one end and make it a storage closet, a broom closet, because that's where all the piping was, and we couldn't cover it any other way. So it became a broom closet, which was wonderful. It turned out to be the greatest thing ever. What a good idea. And then Closet Factory proceeded to do cabinets and cover the vents, the exposed venting, which was wonderful. I love this room now. I'm not upset if the doors open anymore. It just looks nice.
So the very first time I walked in and met Jenny and Bob for the laundry room, I was very excited for the challenge and very scared, a little nervous about it, because it wasn't really the storage space that Jenny just wanted. She also wanted the whole entire ductwork that went along the whole entire ceiling covered as well. And I personally, as a designer, had never had that challenge. But challenge accepted. We took it on, and it was a little different. We wanted to keep everything that she had, but give her more space. And there were a few obstacles, a few obstructions, a few things that she wanted to keep. And I wanted to make sure that, since we only do this once, that she was able to keep all of the items that she wanted in there. The laundry was very important to her, to keep her laundry basket in there. But I wanted to utilize, she has a soffit in there as well. So the soffit, the header, I had to make sure that the cabinets came under the header, and we utilized all that space as well, but still leaving room for the washer and dryer to open and close, and maneuverability in there. And a lot of stuff. I know Jenny had everything out. She wanted us to see it as good as possible. So she had everything in the dining room, and there were a lot of vases, a lot of just everything. Storage, it's the multi-storage room. We all have one. And when she had the tank moved onto the outside, I was pretty excited, but the plumber had to utilize all the pipes and connect from the inside to the outside. So the wall that I thought would be wide open was completely covered with pipes. And so then I went through, and we had this little teeny closet, and she said, that's just not good enough. And so we came up with that she would frame part of the closet to keep the laundry vent, all of the pipes. She also has a control panel in that area as well, and exposed ductwork, but she still wanted a place to store her brooms and all that. So she enclosed that side, and so I was able to build the rest of the closet. So that ended up being the best option, I think, for Jenny and Bob, and the finalization of the whole entire project. Really.
We love it.
Yes.
We really do love how it turned out. I think it was the best possible thing to do in the end, with having to close it off and put the broom closet in there. It was the only option, but it turned out perfect. It really did.
Yeah.
I do love that option. It's so much better than I think it would have been otherwise.
I do too.
So, and I called Closet Factory because I had had them do another project for me that I absolutely loved as well. And that was another difficult thing, because my children were returning home after 20 years in the Air Force, and I needed another bedroom. So we had turned one of the bedrooms upstairs into an office, and it no longer had a bed. So I called Closet Factory, and they helped me put a Murphy bed in there. I was actually in South Carolina visiting family on Hilton Head, and their neighbor had a Murphy bed. So we went next door, knocked on their door, and said, can we come in and see your Murphy bed? And she said, sure. So we went in, and I loved what she had done. Hers was in an office space as well. And when she pulled it out, you would have never known there was a bed in that wall. It was beautiful. So we came home and started looking Murphy beds. Who did Murphy beds? How would we do this? And we discovered Closet Factory. So we actually drove over to Closet Factory here locally because we just wanted to see what they did. And someone met us there and took us through, and we talked about all the options. And then there was a gal that came to the house and talked to us about it, and we started planning. Lo and behold, they came and put it in, and it's beautiful, and we love it. It's extremely functional when we need it, and it's very quick to pull out and just make the bed. The Closet Factory locally is at Lynn Haven. So we went out there again with the laundry room in mind to see what kind of cabinets, what kind of hardware, what would we do and design, and met some people there, and we talked about the different woods and designs of the doors and the hardware, and it was wonderful to go because that way you can see all the options that are available.
I truly love it when clients decide to come to the showroom. There are so many options. The best way to describe it is the front is the showroom and the office, and the back is a manufacturing facility. We don't have a warehouse. A warehouse is where you can just go and pull something off a shelf. We're actually in the process right now as we're filming to manufacture another closet, another Murphy bed, another laundry space. So it's continually manufacturing, and it's very custom. So it is custom from hardware. We have all different finishes, all different sizes. You could do knobs, you can do pulls, variety to pick from. You could do doors, you could do crown molding. We also have lighting features, so we do encourage people to come in and visit us in the showroom. I do like that.
When install day came, we were so happy. If they had called and said we can't do it this day, I don't know what I would have done. I waited. I was so excited to have them come. They came, they were so nice, so personable, so friendly, efficient. They didn't disturb anything in the house. They came in, they assembled everything in the laundry room. The fella who came with 2 helpers immediately said, "I know you." He said, "We came here before and put in a Murphy bed." So I was impressed that he remembered that he had been here and did that. And he was the same fella. So he was very nice. And they did put it in one day. It was so fast. It took them a few hours, but they were here and gone, and there was no footprint that they'd even been in the house. It was wonderful.
One thing I really love about us at Closet Factory is our installers. They work with us at Closet Factory. They're not subcontractors, so it's not a mystery who's coming to do the installation. I know exactly who's coming. I know exactly their work ethic. All of our installers are amazing. They all need props. They all do a great job, but Juan can do the more challenging spaces. We do have a handful of them, and they're all very good at what they do, but this was probably my most challenging space, covering up the headers of all of the soffit work. So I am glad that they were very efficient.
You won't forget this job.
No, I won't.
When they left and I walked in, I was so excited. I opened every door and I had all this space for everything. And you could adjust the shelves where you wanted them, which was perfect because, you know, a mixer is tall and you needed some different size shelving, and everything went back in there with plenty of space to spare. So it's wonderful. My favorite is the corner cabinet, which I didn't think was gonna be my favorite, but it's really big and you can get a lot in there, and it's deep and it goes out on the sides. So it's wonderful for those hard to fit items that you need to put somewhere. I really like the corner space. It's great. I'm comfortable in there. When I go in that laundry room now to do laundry, it's just perfect for one person. I just open the dryer door and I can get all the hangers. I have a place to hang up the laundry. It's absolutely perfect and very efficient to use.
I love that you love that corner cabinet. We utilized a corner cabinet, put a door on there, and then my challenge was to make the cabinet to the left of it look like it was just a cohesive cabinet where the doors are always about the same size. So But I do like we made it a little deeper, a little wider, so you're able to utilize every bit of space in there.
It's perfect.
Good. I'm so glad.
I love Closet Factory. They've been so good to us, and we love everything that they've done. I would not hesitate to call Closet Factory for my next project. I do tell everybody about Closet Factory and how wonderful and efficient they are there. I mean, they come out, they introduce themselves, they spend time, they listen to what you say. They really work hard to give you what you want in your space. And both times it's turned out great for me. Tina, I want to thank you for helping me. It was just great. You were great. You answered every phone call. You were always there. You came out, I'm sure, more times than you cared to relook at it, to talk to us about more things, and it was wonderful. So thank you.
Oh,
thank you
Jenny.
so much.
Thank you. Well, it was a pleasure. I truly loved working with you and for you, because for me, I look at us as, when I'm a designer with you and for you. We're a team, because you only do this once, so I want you to love it.
And it never hurts to make new friends.
That's right. That's right. So thank you again.
Who doesn't love a good Murphy bed? They really do maximize space and turn any spare room into a guest room whenever needed. Now let's check out another property over in Virginia Beach that Tina worked on to help the homeowner reimagine her home office and maximize some close quarters in her guest bathrooms.
Upon meeting my client, I knew that she had a few different needs, a few additional needs for her office space. She works from home. And so what I wanted to entail was file spaces. She has a lot of modems and outlets, and we try to keep things concealed. We actually designed an area to where it's still open but hidden. We turned our panel sideways, so the panel, instead of being left to right, it's front to back. And so it's open shelving where we could put the modems and the routers. Additionally, my client wanted to have an extra workspace, so instead of making the desk just an L shape, we almost made it into a U. So now she has two work areas, an office work area for home and an office work area for actual work. She had upper cabinetry where she wanted to conceal some items, but yet still have them stored away and still make it a beautiful space. When I initially met my client, she actually wanted to remove the flooring, change the wall colors. She just kind of wanted to brighten up the whole space. I met her in the showroom. We went over colors. I had her take some samples home, and she loved the color samples that she chose. So the before and after with this project was amazing. So the before, it had all different pieces. She had a really large L desk that, of course, it was just a monster, and it just really took over the whole room. She had a bunch of file drawers and maybe like a couple little extra tables back there. She also, in addition, painted the space. She was able to put new flooring down, added granite countertops, so it really enlightened the whole room. She had books. She still wanted somewhere to store them, but not to leave them out in the open. She wanted them to be concealed, so we took that into consideration as well and made a little book shelving storage space where it's upper cabinetry, but it's still hidden, so she can still find somewhere to store that. It's just hidden. It is a total renovation in that room. It looks amazing. And as I was working on that space, she also invited me into two other spaces that needed a little bit of assistance, which are two bathrooms. So these two bathrooms upstairs are primarily guest bathrooms. We wanted to make sure that there was enough ample space for extra towels when the guests came over for company, for visiting, that they had places to store their comfort items, their toothpaste, their shampoos, their hair curlers, curling irons, things like that. So the drawers that we created and designed were nice, tall, deep drawers. So my client didn't have to remove anything out of her drawers in order for them to come and stay comfortably for the period of time that they would. So that entailed with both bathrooms. Another additional spot in the bigger bathroom was that there was wasted space on the left-hand side of the counter. So since we are custom, we have the ability to build wall to wall at the height and the depth that meets your needs. The counters themselves were very short, didn't even reach the very height that we have, and my clients are a little tall. So we moved the counters up in height, we widened the whole entire work area on the bathroom, and we also made a tall cabinet in the left. The trick was that there's 95-degree angles, and with that being said, when we created this space and I designed it, I had to outset it probably, I want to say 8 inches from the left-hand side of the wall in order for the door to open, in order for my client to have access to put towels and linens, comforters, extra bathroom products, toilet paper, things like that in there. So this is a huge addition to space that she did not have before. I am so glad to be a part of the process and a part of this beautiful home and the design and the arts that they have. And I look forward to doing another project with them, and Closet Factory can bring that to them.
That'll do it for another episode of Closet Factory's Operation Reorganization.
We hope you enjoyed seeing how Tina worked closely with her clients to meet their needs and exceed their expectations. Give us a call and see what we can dream up for you and your space.
See you next time.